It was our anniversary, and I went to this restaurant, and I thought, I gotta tell Ian about this. So there's I got a problem here.
Wait a minute. I don't know if you're supposed to be thinking about me on the anniversary.
I know. I gotta like take a break or something. This is not good. But anyway, it's good content. Okay, so we had our 11-year anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And we had to push it a week because everyone had strep and was vomiting all over us, which we can come back to. But we went to this restaurant. Okay. Have you heard of Brazilian steakhouses?
Yes.
Okay. So we have a big one here called Texas de Brazil. I don't know if it's everywhere, but I definitely know it's in Texas.
I believe it's a chain. Yeah. We
went not to Texas de Brazil. We went to a Brazilian style in form only. Okay, so they just bring you as much as you want. Right. Brazilian style pizza place. Okay. And I know many of you have jumped to Cece's Pizza, which is all you can eat pizza.
Okay, I don't know about this.
It is, as a little play on words, we call it feces pizza because it's terrible. Okay, Cece's is awful. You pay like a nickel, and then you can stay there for 10 hours and eat, s'mores pizza. Terrible.
Yes.
We went to this place called DeLuca, which is a fancy pizza place where you have the cards and everything. You have the red-green cards, and you can say, I want more pizza, I want less pizza. Okay. And it's great because they bring around all these like wild and random types of pizza. And of course, they cut them pretty thin. So you're like, you're eating 15 slices. But they bring around like elote pizza. So it's like pizza with Mexican street corn.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Chicken tikka masala pizza.
I don't know about that one.
It was actually really good.
Okay.
They bring around like there was like a Brazilian steak pizza, and then there's of course like the hot pepperoni, the margarita, and then a bunch of stuff I didn't like a goat cheese and all that stuff.
Okay.
But it was awesome. It was actually incredibly cheap. It was like $25. So you pay once, and then these people are just walking around the whole time. You're like, hey, my brother, I want some of that. And you flag them down, and they come over, and they throw the pizza on the plate, and you're like, take a bite. You don't like it. You kind of just shuffle it off to the side, and then they come back around with more pizza all night. They're just bringing pizza. It was great.
I have a lot of questions. So
yeah, I figured you would.
First of all, I do love this idea. Thank you for thinking of me. It's a very Ian idea. I've never been to such a place. It sounds
I've never heard
intriguing.
Of such a place.
I've never heard of such a place. I've been to pizza buffets, like Pizza Hut way back in the day. They used to have pizza buffet at lunchtime.
Lowbrow, yeah.
But a buffet is kind of different than this. And that was all, just like some regular. There'd be like one shitty sweet pizza for like dessert. And it was like
it's been under the warmer for an hour.
Right. It's been under the warmer.
These are coming straight out of the brick oven. I'm seeing the brick oven, and they're walking it straight there to me.
So this is high quality pizza.
High quality pizza.
Is it like all the way to artisanal, or is it not quite artisanal? Okay.
Yes.
Artisanal
I
pizza.
See like it's an open kitchen. I'm watching them toss the dough with their hands.
Okay, they're making it.
I'm watching them slide the thing into the brick oven.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the whole thing.
What is the scale of this place? How many tables?
I would say it's a relatively large hip space, but you have to remember we have a lot of space down here.
That's
so it's
true.
not like, they're paying a huge exorbitant amount in rent. It's in an area of Dallas called the Design District. So it's hip. Okay. We had to get a reservation. We showed up at 8 for our reservation, and we still waited 15 minutes.
So hold on.
I know, it was late. We went late. We went all the way at 8 o'clock.
No, I'm back on the reservation. So like,
yeah.
You know what this makes me think of? And I hope you've seen this movie.
You can take the reservations. Yeah. That's what the reservation is for.
It does make me think of that too. Have you seen Demolition Man?
I've never heard of Demolition Man.
Oh, no.
It's a new year. It's the same me, Ian. I don't know what you expected.
Demolition Man. Sylvester Stallone.
I know him.
Oh, geez. Why can't I remember the name? Wesley Snipes.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of him.
Okay. They are bad. It's in the future. Okay.
Cool. Love it already.
And these guys were frozen in the past.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's right up my alley.
Exactly.
This is great. Which one is the Demolition Man?
Okay. So Wesley, I believe it's Stallone. Wesley Snipes is the bad guy. He gets unfrozen. He starts doing bad stuff, but there's no crime in the future. So nobody knows how to deal with it. So they unfreeze Stallone.
Yeah, they do.
They need the old cop to solve this, right?
And they like go around and crush pizza, or what's the link here?
So the link is in the future.
Yep.
The only fancy restaurants are all Taco Bell. Taco Bell is the height of cuisine. And that's what makes me like, this is like some height of cuisine pizza. You're like for my anniversary, I had to get a reservation at a very special place. It makes pizza, and all it does is pizza. This is like a Taco Bell kind of situation.
Yeah, it's great. I love the future. I would love to get unfrozen in the future if this is what we're looking for. And they have, of course, artisanal cocktails as well. You know, so we're getting cocktails. We're getting it's like it's all included. So you get the salad, the appetizer, and then the pizza comes. Well, the cocktails aren't included. Okay, but like it's okay.
Now that was my question. There's appetizers.
Yeah, so there's a salad, a like some kind of fancy meatball, of course, and then a lobster bisque. And so of those three, you can guess which single one I had. I passed on the bisque and the salad. Meatball. And then they have regular pizza, and then they have dessert pizzas. So they claim it's a 5-course meal, but you know, it's like I had some meatballs and pizza, so it was two courses for old big guy here. And then a couple of cocktails, and it was awesome. Yeah, so it's a big place. I would say probably, I don't know, 30 or 40 tables, maybe.
So it's not like a little mom and pop situation.
No, it's not a little mom and pop.
Is it a chain?
It's like a fancy. No, it's not a chain, as far as I'm aware. Not a chain, and it's down in the area with all the like hip uppity restaurants over where all the designers furniture and home goods and all that, like real designers.
How far from your house?
30 minutes.
Okay, all right.
We went out. We went out on the town, man.
I was going to give you a little hell about whether you're in the suburbs or not, but if you have to drive 30 minutes, that's potentially suburban level drive. So okay.
No, it's the design district is like west of downtown, so like you got to go into downtown and then around, and then you get into like the cool part versus like the business part. So great.
When I get down there,
great spot. I encourage all people coming to Dallas to play some poker. And
I got to get down there. Pizza. So I do love the idea of like the little slices too, because a lot of times with a pizza place, you'd like to try different pizzas, but it's like, it's hard to do that. Or, you don't want to necessarily order 4 slices of pizza. It's a lot of pizza, whatever. But I can have little slices.
Jennifer and I were talking through the economics. It was a great dinner.
I love that.
Super
That's
fun.
My favorite.
We were talking through the economics, and we're like, if we went out to any other restaurant, you get the cheapest thing on the menu is going to be some sort of like, pasta, and it's going to be like $28, right? Here we're eating 1 million pizzas for 22 or 23 or whatever. And I thought, but what does a pizza cost in terms of, cost of goods sold? A pizza, that's like $4, right? And how many people there are eating an entire pizza in their sitting? Very, very few, maybe present company excluded, but very few people. And so you're paying $22, $23, and then you're eating less than, one pizza. So you're in for 4 or 5, and then you buy a cocktail, and the markup, they're doing great. They're doing great.
I like it. I like this model. Yeah, because normally a fancy place I have to get fresh fish, and I have like a lot of material costs. If I can throw some corn on a pizza and you think it's fancy and you're willing to pay me extra for it,
I do. I'm talking about it on the podcast.
And then you get the martini in there for $15 that costs you, $2. Then you're doing all right. And
also, I noticed it's a sweet hang restaurant. There were lots of big tables.
Interesting.
And I think that is a great it's a great place to go as a big table, but it's also a great restaurant model to have where you're not taking orders.
Yes.
You're bringing the fixed appetizers, and then you're walking around with pizza.
Yeah.
You don't care what people want. You just walk up and say, "Do you want this?" "No." "Great. I'm out of here."
Yeah, I mean,
and like
even just that,
everybody's check is basically the same. I mean, save for drinks. It's great.
I mean, you probably can have model. Like at peak times, like it's probably like a whole person less that you need up front. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you probably can have one less wait staff than you otherwise would, because you don't have all the like just back and forth and people checking on people.
I mean, I talked to our waiter like twice just to order drinks, because otherwise the food just shows up.
Yeah, we need to open one of these. Maybe we need to get on this.
Happy anniversary to us, right? Isn't this great?
We also went out, not for anniversary, but just as we're trying to get back into date nights.
Society.
Trying to get back in the groove a little bit, because got away from us there because, it's crazy busy. But so we failed at going Friday, and then we failed at going Saturday. And then Sunday, we were like, let's just get it done. So we went to brunch, which was ended up being an easier slot. I had a nice Regatta pancake I had, which was quite delicious. Jamie had this amazing like egg dish on this like olive oil sourdough loaf thing, which was quite good. So it was good. But
what's a regatta pancake? I thought a regatta was like a boating term.
No, it's a regatta cheese. It's an Italian cheese. You don't have that down there? It's like what's in baked ziti.
Regatta?
Yeah, it's like
ricotta?
Yeah, ricotta. You might call it ricotta.
Ricotta. I think regatta is a boating term.
But if you're in where Italians live, it's called regatta. But
interesting.
Yeah. So you mix that into the pancake, it makes it light and fluffy. If you've never had that Italian cheesecake,
regatta is a boat.
Yeah. If you've never had Italian cheesecake, you got to have Italian cheesecake, people. Ricotta, that's what it's called.
Regatta is a watercraft participating in a regatta, which that's like self-referential.
You're talking about the sort of spelling. That has nothing to do with anything. Talking about how people say the term.
Ricotta cheese. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This is as good as mem. Sometimes I'm like, I'm having to run a translation program in the back of my head.
There's no Italians where you are. That's where there's lots of Italians here.
No, but there are a lot of Germans, weirdly.
Yeah, they don't have the regatta cheese there.
Ricotta. Yeah. All right. Well, she had a boat pancake. That sounds awesome.
No, I had the boat pancake. But anyway.
Oh, you had the boat, but she had the egg.
So half the reason to go out to a restaurant is to talk about the business model of the restaurant. Like if you're an entrepreneur, this is what you do. You go out, you're like, well, the location, I don't see how they make it with the stummer tables. The first thing we did was note how there was nobody in there, and there was 4 people behind, like cooking, blah, blah, because it's like an open kitchen, and they had like 2 wait staff and a bartender. So like 7-8 people working. There's 2 tables. How do they make it work? I don't understand.
Just want to shout out our long-suffering wives. Your wife probably enjoys it. She's pretty entrepreneurial minded.
Yeah.
We have this ongoing joke that Jennifer's going to start a business podcast where she just complains about things. And the number one thing she likes to complain about is chain dentistries. She doesn't really have anything against them, except that she doesn't like their billboards talking about like making your teeth sexy. Yeah. And that's like the joke is the podcast would be very short, and it would basically be like, what's the deal with chain dentistries? All right, we'll see you next week.
I love this idea. Yeah, I know. Just a Seinfeld of podcast here. I know. She should totally do this.
Every time she has a complaint, we're like, oh, that's a good one for your podcast.
She should be writing these down. And it's just like, who is it? Is it the wife of the Kelsey, the other Kelsey, not the Taylor Swift Kelsey, the other one isn't.
Yeah.
His wife has like a huge podcast that's like blown up and it's gigantic.
See, this could be Jennifer. She's full of good ideas. She's full of good ideas.
Jamie did want to do the podcast for a while of like the wife kind of like the other side and like all the antics that go on and like whatever, but we never got around to actually making that podcast.
At some point we'll get a special episode where the wives come on it would be a riot.
We got to do that. Fun. That'll be great. We definitely are doing that. Once your puking stops at your house, maybe.
Oh, dude.
Is everybody better?
I know you're not on X.com, the everything app, but you may have seen it. We had 2 rounds of strep.
Crazy.
And so I think the only person to officially get it twice was poor sweet Jennifer. But it was
crazy.
I think that's true, but it was, somebody gets it. As you'll recall, I had it. So somebody gets it, and then somebody else gets it, and then somebody gets better, and then somebody else gets it. The big kids may have unofficially gotten it twice. But yeah, I mean, I think we had. So now all 6 people in the family have had it. and I think 3 of them threw up. It's just like the first week of Christmas break, which is what we probably recounted on last episode. I was feeling good. I was flying high. That second liminal space between Christmas and today was brutal.
I gotcha.
Just devastatingly brutal.
You did have a picture there. I don't know if it was on your X post or you just posted it in Telegram. I think it was on the X post, right? Of like the notepads on the on the refrigerator, and it's just like each kid and their like various
and their symptoms
things
and their medicine.
The best part is like one of them is like a put your prayer here notepad or whatever, but it's just like listing of like kids puking, and I'm like, that's great. This is perfect.
Those
like,
are uttered prayers. Those count. Yeah. Dear God, medicine at 6:30 a.m. Threw up at midnight. Amen.
Threw up at midnight. That's the one that got me. Like, man, just hate the throw up at midnight is the worst. Like,
so I always get the big kids up. I'm in the big kids room getting them up, and Jennifer comes in and says, Virginia's bed is covered in vomit. And I'm like, oh, dude.
That's the thing at these ages, too. It's never like, oh, they threw up and that's a bummer. Or even it's on the floor. It's like always like it's mixed into the sheets. Yeah. It's all over their clothes. Yep. It's like a whole production beyond just cleaning them. It's like, the hair. Yeah, it's like brutal. Put stuff in the washer, put the kid in the bathtub, run around. Yeah, I don't miss that. That part.
And then, of course, I was going to have a few days in that liminal space where I could go to work and try to get some stuff done.
Yeah.
But what grandparent or babysitter's going to come when everybody has strep and is vomiting?
Yeah.
And so all of my like bonus work days got subsumed, which is fine. It's just like makes that stretch super long.
Dude, this is why I always assume everything's going to take like at least 4 times longer than I'd like it to take, because like there's just, when you're a certain age, like stuff just happens and then you're delayed. This is just what happens. You're delayed.
I need the home robots. 2026 is the year of home robots.
I just saw some video where one was like karate chopping a watermelon, and I was like, "This is what Aaron needs. Aaron needs this karate chopping watermelon robot
have
to like,
time
just get
to
in
open
there.
Watermelons. Just go in there, chop it up, throw it at the kids. Yeah,
it's just or like it's just holding each kid by like the back of their scruff of their neck. It's just like carrying them around, kind of thing, and moving them.
Yep,
it's all
2026. I predict it.
Yeah,
we got more predictions, don't we?
We do. We got some stuff to cover. First, let's pay some bills. We only have a couple ads this week. You people need to get your ads in. We actually have more for next month, but get your ads in. All right.
Somebody had to turn theirs off because we were sending too many leads and they wanted to redesign the website. So
that's true.
An old friend will be back in February, but not here in January.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we do have a new one this month though. New friend of the show, SavvyCal Appointments. Scheduling infrastructure for agencies and in-house dev teams from the makers of SavvyCal. So check out savvycal.com/appointments. New product from our boy at SavvyCal. Love to see that.
Mm-hmm. And I love seeing him back on the scene.
I do love seeing him back on the scene. It's very exciting.
Him.
So, and then also Bento. Oh, wait, Bento, you hosed me here, Bento. Hold on. Okay. Bento, the email marketing and CRM platform teams actually love, including teams here at Userscape and the Aaron Francis studio of Light and Sound. Send your product, marketing, and transactional email with Bento. One app, all your email marketing needs, and frankly, beyond your email marketing needs. Does all kinds of stuff.
Doing everything.
Yeah. And I've been following his tweets a little bit too, because I'm a couple times a week I go in, I check on you people who are only on the X app, and I get very sad because it's insane in there. But
sure.
I do my time in the mines, and one of the people I check on is Jesse, and he's got a lot of stuff going on. Him and the AI they're cranking. They're doing stuff. Cranking. It's very interesting. So anyway, thanks to Bento and SavvyCal Appointments. So check them out.
Let's do a little sidebar here. So SavvyCal, this appointments thing is brand new. So it's been SavvyCal for like meeting scheduling.
Right.
And this is now appointments. Excuse me. So savvycal.com/appointments. Stop reinventing the scheduling wheel for agencies who build custom. Interesting. Huh. So it looks like he's entering a new a new market space.
It seems like that. I like this little angle because you think it's like I do think an interesting thing will be like the differentiation here, right? Because like you might, if you know SavvyCal, you might think doesn't already do appointments, but this is for actual. My understanding is it's for like, for actual professions where they're taking appointments, right? Like a doctor's office or whatever, things like that.
So not for finding a meeting time between two people, but rather one offering slots for presumably some sort of professional service.
And it seems like also it's even like kind of more narrow than that, and that it's like really a tool for building. Like it's like you will build a custom solution with this as the kind of core, so you don't have to build this incredibly complicated appointment logic.
He does have APIs right here on the marketing site. Ship faster with powerful APIs.
I think that's kind of its deal. It's not like, well, I'm just a doctor's office and I'm going to sign up. It's more like a tool for consultants and things, or in-house teams, I guess, who are building their own solution here. And obviously this is an insane thing to build. I'm trying to think.
There's like a platform. Yeah, he's going for a platform play.
Scheduling infrastructure for agencies who build custom solutions. I wonder if there's like there's something here. I don't know if it's exactly right, but for outro, I want to do this like a little guest.
What's outro?
Management thing.
Never heard of it.
I'm going to tell you about outro. It's an idea I had. But I'm not ready to talk about it just yet. But when I'm ready,
that's fine.
When I'm ready, I'll talk about it. And anyway, maybe I can weasel this in somehow. So I was scared I was gonna have to build this stuff, but maybe I won't have to build this stuff.
I see, for booking sweet things or something.
Yeah. So that's not gonna be a phase 1 feature of this new idea I had, but at some point, yes.
Cool. Good job, Derek. Love to hear from Derek.
All right. So we had just a little update. We had a new employee start today, just before this call. I was getting him set up. So new employee.
What role?
We did the hiring. This is the support engineer, and we're hiring for there. And he started today, so we're off and running. Which is very exciting.
That's great.
Lots to do. Yes. I figured I'd go full circle. Everybody had to hear about the hiring and be mad at me about the hiring.
Boy, they did. Yep.
And now I hired somebody, and they're here. So. All right, we had a few predictions. People wrote in predictions that we were a little past the deadline, but I figured, why not? Let's do it. So, first one, there's 3 of these. Ian's poker profits in 2026. What are they going to be?
Can we get a sense of scale on maybe 2023 through 25?
Oh, that's a crazy scale, because in 23, I believe, I had a little I'm thinking tournament, but it's not a tournament.
To find out what word. Okay, yeah.
Competition with my buddy Dan Sheets. We had a little competition to see who can make the most money in one calendar year. And there were different goals. And as you hit goals, the other person had to pay you money on the side.
Oh, love it. So it's gambling, I was quite about motivated. Gambling. Yeah, that checks out.
So that year I was like up like I think 30,000 or something.
$30,000.
Yeah, we had some run good, had some play good. Then the last couple of years, I had a big session in Vegas last year. I don't know. I'd have to look. But the last couple of months, I've only played a few times, but I've lost every time. So that's been very annoying. It's all about how much I play, too. That makes it difficult. Like if I don't play that much, obviously it's harder to make a lot in it. So I'll go
going to call.
Oh, you're going to go first?
Go first. No,
I'll go first to give you a sense, because.
Yeah. And I'll do the over under. Yeah, that's good.
I feel like I want to play, but then getting to actually play is difficult. And the other problem is my main place I usually go is kind of like the games have gotten a little weaker. The like little bit higher stakes games have gotten less frequent. So it's a little hard to have like bigger monetary sessions when you win, because the game's just not as big. I'm going to go, but I have a focus this year. This is one of the things I've set for myself, is to focus on some profitable poker. So I'm going to say 15,000.
Oh, that's exactly the number I was going to say.
Okay.
Exactly. So I will take condolences. I'll take the under.
Okay. I don't think that's a bad bet, honestly. I don't think it's a bad bet.
Purely for the fact that I don't think you'll get out as much as you want to get out.
Yeah, that's the problem. And it's a lot about where you get out. Like that year, I had the big year. Like I went to Florida and I played in big PLO games with a bunch of people who were like, had no idea what was going on. And I had like, $18,000 session. I had another one where I went away and had like a $12,000 session. So if you have a couple big sessions, like then you can have some small losing sessions and you're still way up. So yeah. So I don't know. If I'm just at my local place, it's going to be hard because the games just aren't that big. If I get out a little more, we'll see. But in San Francisco,
much like the world of horses, this is a world that is very foreign.
Oh, we got to get you on the poker, man. Got to get you on the poker. All right. So, will Aaron do an insane house project?
I take offense at the question. First of all, I just want to put that out for the world, and then obviously the answer is yes. I mean, obviously,
yeah.
I think the question is, what will the insane house project be? And it depends on how rich I get. If I can get rich, it'll be insane.
Yeah,
if I can't get rich, which, every year's been my year, but no year has been my year, but this is my year.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, we'll do something. We'll do something silly, of course.
So in the spirit of the question, I'm going to say no, because I feel like insane means like a large fence with turrets, underground parking,
underground garage,
that kind of thing. Now, you might do something silly would be a different question. You might paint a room pink or whatever. I don't know. You might do something silly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say no.
All right.
But we will allow
it. Yeah.
I don't like you setting yourself up as if this is the year you have to get rich. I think that's not really how getting rich works. You might have to give yourself a longer timeline.
No, shorter timelines. Shorter timelines on everything.
Okay.
There's only like 18 more months to escape the permanent underclass. So
That's
I gotta
true.
go. I gotta go
That's
for
true.
it.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. All right. What's the future of PHP and Laravel in a world that appears to be increasingly dominated by Python and JavaScript? Okay. People think we shy away from the tough questions. We're not shying away.
Spicy. First, clarifying or illuminate me. Do you think the world is increasingly dominated by Python?
Well, here's my take on Python. I don't think that in general, but I do think the AI loves to use Python, right? Like it loves to be like, I'm writing a script that's in Python, like almost always.
Let me edit this file, but first I'm going to write a Python script to do it. I'm like,
right. Yeah, all that stuff. So there is that element. I definitely think JavaScript is, of course.
Sure.
People are starting with that. Like React, I think, is like the big whatever. The AI loves to write React and like blah, blah, blah. So I do think the JavaScript is spot on. And the Python, like it's just the increased exposure to Python, even thinking about Python, like a benefit to Python when you have to do more complicated things.
All right, that's fair. This is tough for me. I will say, now that I'm AI guy, I have switched to everything on the front end is React. Everything is React.
Okay.
No, and my friends, I don't know React at all.
Right.
So I think, well, that's just a data point. I will also say I have tried to do a few, first of all, React, not Next.js. I don't.
Who even knows what that is? I don't know.
I don't know Next.js, which I don't know React, but I know enough about Next.js to know that it's going to be a nightmare. Right. And so I don't use Next.js at all. It's just pure React. And I have in my guidelines, never, ever, ever use those server functions or Next.js or anything that's like, hey, what if we did this and it caused a million nightmares? So I don't use any of that. I will say I tried to use Tanstack Start for like a full stack JavaScript thing and deploy it all to Cloudflare primitives. And I did, I did. And it was out there and I was running the queues and the database and the KV and all of that stuff. And this could be just lack of expertise on my part, but I felt like I was getting wrapped around the axle quite a bit, trying to coordinate some of the primitives. And so I think Laravel and Rails both still have a huge advantage. And I don't know if the wave is close to cresting on them. Like, I don't know if they're on the wave quite right, but I still think they have a huge advantage in terms of back end, like affordances.
Yeah.
So you set up Laravel, and as we've talked about many times, you just have all the things you need to run a real application.
Right.
You set up TanStack and you're like, all right, well, what do I do with my queues? And you have to go to an infrastructure provider, which is fine. But I still think Laravel and Rails have the best backend affordances, but that doesn't answer the question about like what's the future, because I don't know that anyone under 30 believes that.
That's the future, you're saying?
That Laravel and Rails have the best affordances for building.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. There's such a huge gap. It's very tricky, right? Because there's stuff you're vibe coding, and you can get so far with like just some JavaScript, which I have an example we'll talk about, and like a few, if you're doing something more simple, a few primitives from some provider, you can kind of make work sometimes potentially. But then when you have something real that has to have like real reliability and real uptime and real stuff, like Laravel and presumably Rails have such a huge advantage there that the other, like, the AI can write this JavaScript stuff, but the JavaScript stuff itself that it's writing is not anywhere near as fleshed out as Laravel. So
that is 100% what I believe.
Yeah. So that's the thing. And so it's like, there's like all this code that's going to be written that's vibe coded or semi-vibe coded or whatever. But then there's like people building real stuff that they want to last for decades. And those are two different things. And those people are still going to have to do some work to figure out what the best platform is for that. And then those people are hopefully going to come across Laravel in that process of the research to figure out what they should actually build this on. So I still think like it's good. I do think like there's some stuff like at a higher level. If I was Laravel Inc. and Rails Inc.
Hell yeah, let's go. Let's say it. What would you do?
I would be trying to do all kinds of text-based marketing to try to leverage the AIs into utilizing PHP/Laravel more.
You'd poison the context.
I would 100%
the next round of models.
Yes, I want them learning that like, oh, I sucked in this gigantic page about how terrible Next.js is, and how if you want a stable platform, you got to use Laravel and blah, 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 blah. To have that everywhere, I would do like the whole link building thing. I would have the variations of this articles published everywhere I could get them published. I would totally be trying to poison the well.
Oh, this
so that when the
awesome.
AI sucks it up, it is learning about why it should be recommended.
Blindly
Laravel.
Believes it.
Yes, I think it's important because otherwise all these blog posts are going out there, right? Like, I just use Next.js. Like the Next.js people have a lot of this like surface level, rah.
Totally.
Here's 1,000 blog posts about it, right?
Yep.
So we need to counter that so that like the AI isn't just only getting the message that like this is what everybody does, so I'm just going to keep doing it, right? Because the AI is dumb in that way. It just is like it only knows what it gets trained on. So we need to train it on Laravel and on Laravel being the best way compared to these other solutions and whatever. It's probably 1,000 variations of the same idea that should be published everywhere all the time. You should be sick of seeing them. It should be insane amounts of content for the AI to suck up.
This is great. I love this. Yeah. I love this idea.
Gotta fight fire with fire, you know?
That's right. I will say firefighters typically use water, but this is somewhat of a different game. This is a different game.
Yep.
I like this idea. So we need to seed the internet with stuff that makes the LLM believe what I believe is true. So it's not nefarious.
Right.
Seed the internet with Laravel is the best way to build. What is it? It's not applications. There's a modifier there. It's the best way to build what kind of applications?
I mean, I think you'd have a whole bunch of different angles, right? Because the AI can read it all, but like reliable, robust, all those type of things. But see, here's the thing. Marketing at its purest form, right, is not like about manipulation. It's about bringing people around to your way of seeing the world. Like that is what you are trying to do. You're trying to get alignment to be like, this is how we see the world. I'm bringing you into my alignment. And that's the same thing that you have to do with the LLM. Like I need to bring the LLM around to seeing my worldview that Laravel is the best, most robust, most reliable way. and easiest way to get started when you have to build a production application, blah, blah, blah. To me, that's would be a big focus. So, but is that the future? I don't know. Are they doing that? I don't know.
Who knows?
What's happening? I don't know. Who knows? I think it's, I mean, I'm not like worried Laravel is going anywhere, but I mean, you know, there's so much people talk about AI stuff too. It's like so few stuff ships compared to how much people talk about building. There's a lot of stuff out there, you know? So I don't know. It's still to be seen how much everything actually changes. It's changing, but like, I don't know.
I will say, I think the conversations on Twitter are early and outsized in perception, but they are directionally correct. So what the weirdos on Twitter, myself included, are doing right now is directionally correct if like 3 years early from what like real companies will be doing.
Right.
And real companies, it's probably 10 years early. But like this whole never look at the code, have a million Claude codes running, that's not normal. But I do think that tells us what direction we're headed.
Yeah. I definitely think we're heading in the direction of like, you're just like code review will be what the human does, like almost certainly. And like, it'll not be right. Even though we're ahead on that a little bit and like kind of already in, we just review code mode. Like, I feel like that's definitely going to be the way pretty soon. And then, like you said, like definitely bigger companies will take longer and it has to like come in from little edges and eventually eats away. But yeah, that's where it's going for sure. And then that thing's going to apply to all kinds of things with like AI, where like the human will be now, whatever. Like this is what I want in my doctor's office. I want the AI to come up with possible solutions because the AI could keep everything in its brain at once for whatever my issue is. And it can come up with every little variation possibility. And then there's a human doctor that's like, oh, this doesn't make sense because I know this thing and that thing about him and I've chatted with him or whatever. This thing does, whatever. Like, that's what I want. I want them to use the AI first to see the whole worldview. And then they are reviewing the options and saying, no, actually, I'm using my human brain to like connect things and, you know, and most of the time they're going to be like, the AI is right, just like we are with code. But once in a while, they're going to be like, the AI is not right. And then that's great.
You know what I want the AI to do first at the doctor's office? To fill out the GD forms for me. Every time I go to the doctor's office,
crazy.
It's like, it's like I'm the demolition man and I've been unfrozen from history past. And they're like, I'm sorry, sir, I've never seen you in my life. And you're like, dude, I come here every 3 months. Like, what is going on? How do you not know who I am? Fill out the form. And then you fill out the forms and it's like, what's your name? And you turn the next page and it's, what's your name? And you turn the next page and it's, what's your name? And I'm like, come on. You're going to print it out. I'm going to write it down and then you're going to type it in the computer. What are we doing here? Yeah.
And then
let's start
month,
there.
Every year they have a new system.
Yes.
And the system doesn't talk to the old system. So you got to redo everything, the most basest of base stuff because you're in the new system. And it's like,
it's such a farce because they have the little electronic signature pads up there and you'll check in and they'll be like, hey, we've updated our, you know, whatever terms and now you're liable for everything. Do you want to sign it? And you're like, I guess I'll just sign this pad. You haven't shown me a single document. Everything has changed. Sure. Let me just sign it. It's the dumbest. I hate it so much.
And even stuff you know you're doing for no point that was probably incredibly useful. Like the history of everybody in your family and every disease they've ever had. Like that is probably very useful information. Except they've never once looked at it, right?
Ever.
You know they've never looked at it. They never look at it. Nope. But if the LLM knew about that, they'd be like, oh, actually, this person has this in their family. And then you'd be motivated to keep it up to date when something new happens because you have one place, you put it in there, and all your doctors of your various specialties and your generalists and whatever, they all get it and their AIs know about it. And it's useful then, instead of it being like, I fill this out every time I get a new doctor, I go to a new place. Nobody ever looks at it. Nobody ever questions it.
We're not a serious people. That's just all I have to say. It's just a joke.
So the AI has so much opportunity in these things that it's like perfect example of like people are worried about their jobs. This is just stuff nobody's doing. Correct. Nobody is doing this. Nobody at the doctor's office is looking at your history ever. It just doesn't happen, period. So now there's the thing that will happen that didn't happen before. That's great.
It's great. Man,
Okay.
give us the AI, because 98% of people do not like their job and do not do a very good job. So
true.
let's have a little computer overlord.
And people are lazy, which we can now embrace that further, right? Like it's so much easier to review something than to do it. So that's great. I want more people who are focused and they're happy because their job is just to review the thing, when before their job was to do the thing and they didn't like doing the thing and they did it crappily. And so now they can do it less crappy and their job is easier. Great. Love it.
Yes, let's
get
and
there.
Amen.
I'm ready for it.
Couple of AI guys, man. I'm totally on board.
People love we're AI pilled now, by the way. That's like their favorite thing too.
Some people do. We got some comments about being AI pilled, which in our defense, we answered the questions that were proposed to us.
That's true.
So
people have questions about the AI. People are nervous about the AI. They like to hear us tell them it's going to be okay.
So to prove that we're not AI pilled, Ian, you and I are taking the show on the road to San Francisco.
We're going to San Francisco, baby. To the AI event.
We're going to the AI event. So mostly technical, live. I don't know if it's live, on the road from Laravel AI headquarters in San Francisco, the heart of the beast. What is that, like next week?
Next week.
10 days or something.
Yeah.
It just happened. You're a yes man. I'm telling you.
I decided to yes man it.
Cosplay a no man because you think it's good content. And then I message you and I'm like, hey, I'm going to this. And you're like,
yeah,
I'm on board, man. I didn't even, I was just like, it was 2 minutes later. And you're like, yeah, Jamie said it's cool.
I was thinking about going right when they announced it. And I was like, I don't know. It's like a 2-hour event. It's in San Francisco. What am I going to do out there? Then you're going, so it's like, okay, well, that's like I'm going to an event, and then we'll have dinner with Taylor or whatever, and then we'll have do a show.
We nabbed a show.
Yeah, that's like a thing. That's like now it's a more well-rounded. I'll play a little poker.
You'll play a little poker.
Yeah, I kind of like it. So yeah, we're going. It's very exciting.
We got a show booked with Taylor.
Dude, and we got a show booked with Taylor. Hopefully that actually comes through, but we're pre-announcing it. He said it's going to happen. So
it's going to happen.
Show with Taylor, all together in the same physical space, which would be cool. We've never done that. Even
you get to use your new microphones you bought last year?
Yeah. That's going to be exciting. so
I'll bring mine too, because that was a big exhale. So I'll bring mine as well.
No. So I bought them, and I was looking at them. And it turns out they released new ones a month later after I bought these ones.
Sure.
But the one that came out a month later could support 4 mics, and the other one only supports 2.
Buy them.
With 2 mics, it's
There's
useless.
3 of
us.
I bought them. Hey, that's great. Did you buy it before the end of the year?
No.
Oh, no.
That just happened yesterday. I bought them. So
no. You're going to have to wait
I need write-offs for this year, too.
Yeah.
So, yes. So I'm going to do a little test with the kids to make sure all these mics actually work. Whatever. I'm assuming that where we're doing it doesn't have mics already, but we'll have mics just in case. We never know with a setup.
You never know.
So
those VC offices sometimes have podcast rooms.
Sometimes they do, but we will see. We will have our own setup. We will record a show live all together. It's going to be very fun.
Should I bring a camera?
I have a little tripod. I was just going to use like the iPhone camera. I was thinking kind of thing. Good. If you want to bring a real camera,
I don't
do that. I was thinking the iPhone camera is almost more reliable in these situations than trying to figure out the real camera. So so we'll be doing all that. So we'll have some video of the event, hopefully, and we will have our show live. It feels so 20 years in software. I've never had the I'm going over where the cool kids live to go to the cool kids' house and play with the cool kids. So we're going to San Francisco for an AI event.
Yep.
I mean, that's as cool kid as it gets right there.
That is as cool kid as it gets. Yep. So we're doing that. We're going to hang out. We're going to have some dinner. We're going to do a pod. We're going to go to the event. I think that 80 people from the Laravel team are going to be there.
I thought it was nobody going there.
I know. It's like everybody's going. And then the next night, I am going to an AI dinner outside of Laravel.
The inside.
I'm on the inside.
What?
I'm on the inside.
Hot damn.
I got invited to I don't know if I should say it, but a friends of a company has invited me to an AI dinner, and I thought, you know what? This was the impetus. Was that dinner's the next night, Laravel thing is the night before, and I thought, yeah, let's do it. You only live once, right?
AI theme. Yes, you're there. You got to do it. I love that idea. Wow. Well, that'll be interesting to hear the outcome of that. That'll be an interesting follow-on week show to see what Aaron gets from the people on the inside there.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing Thursday night. I'll have to figure out something. That could be poker night, maybe.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be Friday. But also, if you're going to this Laravel AI event, I'm going to have exactly 7 t-shirts.
Wow. Not very many.
And let me tell you, these were very expensive t-shirts. Very expensive. I will have 7 t-shirts. I'm not going to reveal these. These are going to be in my backpack. You will have to come up to me and ask for a t-shirt because this is only for listeners of the show. I don't want the Laravel people getting their claws in these t-shirts.
No.
I don't want random people getting their claws in these t-shirts. This is for listeners of the show.
This is not throwaway swag. This isn't grab a shirt off the table.
This is an Ian paid like $35 a shirt thing. So come
Does that mean
find
Aaron
me.
paid $17.50
No,
a shirt?
I took this one out. I didn't get Aaron pre-approval.
Oh, it's fine.
So no. This one's on Ian. That's fine. It may or may not have a little tagline for the show on it. Little tagline.
Oh, I can't wait. I haven't even seen him.
No, you haven't seen it.
I'll come up to the event and find you to get a shirt.
Yes. I got one put aside for you. Don't
Perfect.
worry. I have one for you. Producer Dave. Figure I'd give one to Taylor. And then there's 7 left.
All right.
We will have some shirts.
Exciting.
Yeah, very cool. So anyway, this is
you love swag.
A show on the road.
You love swag so much.
I love swag. I do love swag.
You love it. We still have the stickers from the Mostly Technical Party that you got printed.
We do have some stickers, yeah.
The like the silly ones of you and me. We have one of those on the inside of my car window where my daughter sits in her car seat because I gave the kids one and she put hers on the window.
Oh my God,
and every time she sees it, she says, "Daddy, this doesn't look like you at all. You look like Cousin George." And Cousin George has very red hair, and it's like, but my sticker does kind of have red hair, but she loves it. She thinks it's hysterical.
Yeah, that's so funny. I didn't think it would make the inside of your car. That's
amazing. It's still there.
Wow. Yep. Wow. I haven't put one. I have a few around, but I've not put one inside my car. So maybe
your kids are a little too old for that.
Yeah. I'll just put it on the windshield for myself, you know.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
There he is.
Probably good.
Yeah. We have to I'm not going to guarantee this, but I would like to do t-shirts for the Mostly Technical Party if we do that again this year.
Oh, we have to do that again this year.
Yeah.
That was a smash success.
It was like a mega smash success, honestly.
We gotta start the campaign at the Laravel AI thing with the marketing team and talk about like, hey, oh wow, this, remember that thing? We should do that again. Kind of lay the groundwork early.
Yeah. And we need the big sponsors. We need more money. We do more stuff for the people.
Yeah.
So we'll lay the groundwork. They're all going to be there, it sounds like. So we will be on the inside pitching a Mostly Technical Party for all you people out there to come and hang out. So, okay. I don't know. Anything else about San Francisco? I don't know. I'm flying Mint.
Mint?
Which I love flying. Mint. You know about Mint?
It's a chain dentistry. No, I've never heard of Mint
you don't
Airlines.
Know about Mint. Well, it's not an airline. It's JetBlue has, okay, this is kind of crazy. I'm going to give you a little crazy story. So JetBlue, you're familiar with JetBlue?
Heard of it.
Okay. JetBlue has like a business class they call it Mint.
Okay.
So I use the points. I don't usually use points for business travel because I'm like, whatever, save the points for personal travel.
Yeah, spend the business money to get the points to buy personal travel.
That's normally what I do, but I was able to get an incredible deal with points. And it was like, this ticket was going to be like $4,000. And I was like, I don't want to spend $4,000 on a ticket. So, but for the points, I got it for a little over 100,000 points, which is way less than $4,000 in points. So I was like, all right, so I'm going to do that. Flying across the country, I got to have like a business class seat. I don't want to be, I got a business class seat. So, you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm just looking at Mint on the
Mint's
internet.
Awesome.
What?
You don't get like a fancy meal. I think they give you some kind of meal now. It's not like fancy, but it's awesome because you have your own little pod and, it's a business class seat. It's great. It's fantastic. And they don't fly that. It's only from like New York to Vegas, New York to San Francisco.
This is
is
like John O'Nolan level of flying.
Yeah,
here.
I'm going O'Nolan.
You're gonna have a little apartment. You're gonna set up a bunch of monitors.
Mm-hmm. AI on the plane. Why not?
What?
Hacking the plane systems.
What?
So, as part of this, okay, JFK Airport in New York.
Yep.
That's where you fly out of. I mean, they have stuff at LaGuardia too. Almost always, if I'm flying JetBlue, I end up having to go out of JFK. JFK Terminal 5, which JetBlue has basically no lounges. The wasteland for lounges. It's terrible.
Can you imagine?
So I have all these
you
credit
sit out
cards.
there with the general population?
It's insane, dude. It's terrible. So JetBlue just opened a new lounge, called the Blue House. But you can only get into the Blue House if you're
name, but yeah.
If you're Mosaic, like a high-level Mosaic, which I am not, which is like their, whatever, frequent flyer thing. Or if you're flying on Mint internationally, which I am not, because San Francisco is still in America for now.
Yeah, that's true.
And or if you have the JetBlue Premier credit card. So I acquired the JetBlue Premier credit card. And now I'll get to go to this lounge and wait for my airline.
You could be speaking a foreign language. The Blue House, Mint, Mosaic.
Oh, the travel hacking is the best, man. I love the travel hacking. I love it. I got 80,000. Once I spend $5,000 on this credit card, I'll get 80,000 points, which is a lot of points. Like my son is going to Florida with his girlfriend. 4,900 points I got his ticket for.
4,900?
So 80,000 points. Yes. So 80,000 points is a lot of tickets, potentially. Yeah. So it's a little travel hack. So I get into this nice lounge of the terminal I always fly out of, the Blue House. And so sometimes you gotta. I was so happy when I saw that credit card. I was like, yes, I can get a credit card. I'm good at that.
How do you have the mental capacity to do all of this flight hacking stuff?
Because once you get these things for free or near free, it's like ever paying for them just makes you insane. You're like, why am I paying for this? And now the costs are so much. Like you want to fly business class, it's thousands of dollars. Or I can just have it be a thing I do. Oh, every time I fly business class, and I never pay for it.
That does sound fantastic. Awesome. I do want to do
it's awesome. It's so much better to never pay for it. It's like, oh, I'm paying AWS all this money. And one of the offshoots of that is I just fly free everywhere. That's great.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Flying free is so good. It just, that's like half the reason to go. Like if I wasn't flying free, I'd be like, haul my ass across the country. It's kind of annoying.
Doesn't fly out of Dallas.
Yeah, you can't get the Mint probably. Yeah, it's only a few places. They don't do it everywhere. But they're probably going to roll it out more because one of the big things with the airlines now is like, premium seats is like how they make all their money. So these airlines that don't have that, like actually it's like why Southwest is hurting and like Spirit is hurting because they don't have premium seats. And I mean, it's a whole bigger thing. It's like you have the world we live in, right? Where like the rich get richer and the poor aren't getting that much richer.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And like, so the rich who are getting richer, like they want to fly expensive flights everywhere. And like these airlines that can't accommodate them are just in trouble. But
totally a sign of a functioning economy that it's completely bifurcated.
Yeah.
Like we have to get rid of poor people's seats so we can make more money off rich people because
that's like literally true.
The few rich people are super rich and all the poor people are super poor.
You look at like
everything is fine.
The premium airlines, if you look at the seating chart of a new plane of like Delta, I mean it's more than half either first class, because now there's like 7 classes too. Like there's first class, which is like super ritzy. There's business class, and then there's like premium select, I think they call it. And then there's more leg room, and then there's like the cattle car, which is like the the rest of the traditional
stand
airline
up
seat.
In the back. Yeah,
pretty soon it's gonna be standing. Yeah, so. It's crazy.
My gosh.
But
well,
everybody should be trying to do this for free.
This is why I'm trying to escape the permanent underclass. I want to ride. I want to ride near. I'm not going to get. Well, don't limit yourself. I want to ride in the front of the plane.
You get bigger than me. Yeah.
I want to lay down on an airplane. That's all I want. I just want to lay down on an airplane.
You're a simple man.
Is that too much to ask?
If you were being smart with your points, you could already be doing that. I know
I'm not being smart with my points. I will admit that freely.
You should have a business card. You should have a personal card. Right now, and like Amex has all these offers where like, I mean, you could get like 400,000 or 500,000 points just through like smart signups and smart spending. So you should all be looking out there. If you have something big you have to buy out there, people, like you got to do it around. Get a business platinum card first, then buy the big thing.
I probably need to put Kelsey on that for like 2 days. Just be like, figure out how we can spend money to make money. Like I hear that rich people do.
Yeah. If you have something big coming up, if you have a big purchase, like if you've been talking about prepaying some items, for example, around like things like that's something where like, boom, that might be like 10 grand. You can just put on a credit card towards the 20 grand or 15 grand you need to get the huge bonus. And then you get 250,000 points.
Shroot bucks, and I can spend them anywhere. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I just don't want to go. This is like the second brain. Like it's the same kind of thing. I can't get into the rabbit hole. I just can't do it. I can't read Nerd Wallet or whatever it is. I can't like do the points guy. I do not have the space for that.
Yeah, I would say I don't do too much of that either. I mean, I did go through a phase where I got deep enough into it to kind of know what's going on. So there is a little bit of knowledge you have to get yourself up on, but the AI will help you. And the real key thing is just you're spending money everywhere. And you're just doing it on random credit cards, and they're not getting you anything. They're giving you 1% cash back, which is freaking useless. Whereas if you get it as points and Chase, especially Chase and Amex are like the main things you want to acquire. Chase and Amex points. They are the foundation of a healthy point diet. And then from there, you transfer out to the partners with the airlines and different things. So
okay, I was debating on telling you this, but I think it's good content.
Okay.
I just used the Mercury debit card.
I don't know what you're even talking about.
I don't even have a business credit card.
Oh my God, dude, you're killing me.
Mercury.com. I just used the debit card.
Just think about it this way. When you're flying to San Francisco, I'm going to have someone feeding me grapes. I'm going to be laying down, relaxing, maybe taking a nap. And you will not be, because you put all your spending on a debit card.
I know.
First of all, I mean, we just had this conversation with my son. You can't never use your debit card ever, period, for anything.
I know.
All your money's in there. People are going to steal your money.
Nobody's going to steal my money.
Yes, and there's no recourse from a debit card. Everything should always go on a credit card. Never, ever use a debit card for anything. That's just basics, man. Come on.
See, I told you it's good content. That's why I wasn't going to tell you, because I knew you would freak out. But it's like, what? Do it for the sake of the show.
Dude, you can't use a debit card.
I know. 2026 is the year both that I get rich and that I start doing rich people things, which is like gaming the system, you know?
Oh, see, this is the thing. This is the thing people think, right? If someone wipes out, if you're poor and someone wipes out every last dollar you have in your ATM account, right? Now you're just totally screwed. Whereas like rich people, that's not ever going to be all their money, right? So like,
well, Mercury has
even
pretty
worse
strict
for the poor
spending
people.
limits on it.
On a debit card? On a cash pullout, but they won't let you do a charge?
It has. Okay. It's one of those neo banks. It's like a new wave bank.
Yeah, I know what it is. I know what it is. But like,
know what it is. You have no idea.
I do know what it is. I looked at it, but I was like, this is too skeezy. I can't deal with it. But even if they have spending limits, it doesn't matter. If someone's stolen your card, they can just go, okay, 2,000 here, 2,000 here, 2,000 here, 2,000 here. Like eventually maybe they stop it, right? But like you're still out $8,000 before it gets stopped.
Don't like that.
Yeah. And they won't refund you like a credit card will.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll put Kelsey on it. We'll get some Shroot bucks for signing up. Yeah, I know. The things I do for you people, you listeners, I just subjected myself to another Ian rant.
Come on, man.
And I'm probably going to get back channeled about it from all the points people. They're going to be like, oh, you're such an idiot. You got a point.
Get a Chase Inc. Get a Amex Gold for personal. Okay. So you can put all your groceries and stuff on there, 4X points. I would get an Amex Platinum because there'll be a big sign-up bonus. And you get like Centurion lounges and stuff, which is fun. And then I would get an Amex Blue, which gives you 2X points, business blue, not regular. I will
say all personal spending goes on a Southwest credit card.
So, that's one of the worst ideas. That might be worse than the debit card, man. That's
whoops!
Terrible.
Thought I was gonna do something good there.
No,
dang, that was close, wasn't it?
Because
did you see how much confidence I came? Did you see how much confidence I came in with? I even pointed at the camera. I was like, "Hey,
good point.
Hey, we're good, baby." No, Southwest flies out of Lev. We fly Southwest a lot as a family.
That's fine.
Yeah,
but what about when you need to fly somewhere else?
We just pay for it with US dollars. Yeah.
That's the problem. That's where it breaks down. Like, what if you need to fly Delta?
No, they don't take Southwest points.
That's what I'm getting at.
Is that
So
get
you don't want to lock up your points in the airlines. Now, sometimes there could be a reason, like if there's some kind of bonus or something, fine.
Why
but
is everything so complicated, Ian?
It's not. Just put everything on an Amex card or a Chase card and don't think about anything else.
I've never heard someone say Amex, just for the record.
Amex.
American
Express.
And Ricotta.
Oh, jeez. All right, listen. I have something I want to talk about before we've been
talking about it. All right,
2 minutes.
What do you got?
I vibe coded my first fully vibe coded project.
Hell yeah! Did you even look at it?
No, I didn't look at the code. I didn't look at anything. 100% vibe coded. Yes. It's called Groovely. It's at groovely.ai, which is GROOVLE.
Mm-hmm.
Me and the kids, New Year's Eve, we were playing this game. My son plays with his college buddies, which is like a name that tune. It plays the first second of a song, and you name it.
So this other site. Heart, your son and his college buddies.
I know, he really is.
Yeah,
he really is a good boy. It's crazy. This is a big joke around my house because I always tell the kids to be more degenerate because they're not degenerate enough, and they all just get A's and they just do what they're supposed to do. And I'm like, you cannot do what you're supposed to do once in a while. But anyway, so we built it. I one-shotted a replacement for the terrible one we were using. And then from there, I spent another maybe 4 or 5 hours over the next day. We went back and forth with the kids a little bit on it, and it's great. It's such fun. It's a fun little thing. So
it absolutely works. I played it. I can't name a single tune, but I played it and it works. It's awesome. It works. All right, so what did you use?
If you have older kids, I think you should check it out and play it because it's fun with kids who are listening to music that's pop music and things like that. Whatever, rock, whatever they listen to. A lot of fun. So put it up on the television, project it to the television. That's what we did. Play it. It's great. The tools I used were Gemini. I did it all in Gemini. In Gemini Canvas.
Yeah.
Yep. So just did it real time, interactive. The kids, this is the first thing that kids I think have ever really sunk in their heads, like what AI can do and how they might want to use it themselves and that they don't need the code and all that stuff. So that was great. Gemini was awesome for this. It just crushed it.
So you used Gemini on the web using the little Canvas tool.
Yeah, I just did it fully in the browser tab.
That's
turn
real
on Canvas.
Vibe.
That's fully
vibe.
No editor, no nothing. I'm just a guy on the internet with a Google account. Mm-hmm. And me and Gemini did it all on Canvas. It worked all in the Canvas, all the music playing and everything. So yeah, it worked great. The only issue was that at the end where I had to get slightly out of there. So this whole app is a single file. It's just HTML, JavaScript in one file. And when it came to it uses the iTunes Preview API to play the songs, but that has some kind of problem on mobile Safari, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I had to do a little proxy PHP script to proxy these API calls, which it wrote the whole thing. I didn't even look at it. But so then I needed a place to put this additional script. So whatever, it spun up a little Forge server, threw it on there. It's all working.
Cool.
And it's great. It's so cool. It was amazing to not even look at the code.
Isn't it?
And have it all work.
Freeing. Yeah.
It's so good. Especially for something like this where you don't really care about it. I mean, the world where billions of dollars are rolling through something, you still want a human to look at the code. But for this, it's what do I care?
What do I care?
It's all in the HTML. That's the other amazing part. It's there's nothing to even worry about. It's just all in the HTML. I don't have to worry about anything. So
it's crazy that at the bleeding edge frontier, we're back to just put it in the single HTML. That's great.
I love this is so my world here. It's
I know you're
if you
thriving.
Just wait long enough, it all comes back. Remember, people used to be you're not using the right patterns and all this stuff. And now everybody's I don't look at the code. How about I don't look at the code?
That? How about I don't even know what the patterns are in there?
How about the modern way is I don't look at the code. Yep. I don't know anything about it.
Brave new world.
We're in my time. Mm-hmm. I lived long enough to see the Landsman era.
I know. I'm happy for you. It's a good era. It's a stable era.
All right. What else? You got anything else?
I got everything else, but we should wrap it.
All right. Well, next week, stay tuned. It'll be an exciting show. And live from San Francisco.
Live, not live from San Francisco.
Not live. We will be live together, and yeah, I don't know. We probably won't. We could stream it. Riverside, just push the little button.
You just push the button.
I don't know. We'll have to think about that. Maybe we'll stream it. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, sponsors. Thank you, listeners. If you want to learn more about us, mostlytechnical.com has all the links to where you can subscribe, which you should definitely subscribe. And we will talk to you next week from a new location. Talk to you later.
See ya.
See ya.